Alrighty. Howdy neighbors and welcome back to the real face of a VTuber. We're not gonna talk about how bad I did last time. We're gonna focus on the present. We have Honor here. What kind of communication platform did Lillian use? A group chat on DC. It's useful. Since we all work from home a lot. Do you read work messages at all hours or only at specific times? Specifically, people even read work messages in the middle of the night. April 3rd, Creep was streaming a shooting game at from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. I had to ask you then, did you receive any work messages on April 3rd? Yes, I received a message from Sophie at 7 p.m. Laura sent a message during group stream. Oh. And Miss Laura sent work messages during Karipa's streams before. Yes, on April 7th, 12th, and 14th. A message for Sophie on all those nights while Karipa was streaming. As with the before, streaming requires a high amount of concentration. I'm assuming. Sending the witness messages while she's streaming would break that concentration. Yeah, you gotta be real focused. You gotta be in. I say as I've never been fully focused. And I think you could tell. It's kind of sad on the defendant's claim of being Karipa's real face. Let's concluding remarks. With your honor. Well, let press cross-examine the witness. Professor waives the right to cross-examine your— Oh! Are you sure? Yes. Miss Allura personally answered the prosecution questions herself. No need to waste time. Great. Very well, if that's what the defense wishes. The next witness, please take the stand. Same fucking lady. Let's go. Can you do something else, Zoe? Send messages to your coworker during Karipa's stream on the night of April 3rd. I did it wrong. Yes, send a message to Honor-chan. It's true that in every stream there will always be a few moments of downtime. No. Leading question. Can you explain how you can send a text while streaming at the same time? There's downtime during streams, even while playing a fast-paced game. Are you loading or spectating? Use the moments to reply to urgent work text. Not being shown. Because it'll show in your model, won't it? Why not wait until after stream? Memories are great. If I thought immediately, I might forget about it. I learn to handle those things as soon as I can. Streaming, why not send a text as your aged self, asked Karipa. It's my daily secret, even among coworkers. I maintain my Asian identity even while streaming. Aaron Miss Allure prefers handling urgent work matters during a stream. Doesn't forget. So that negatively impact her job as a VTuber. But aren't they gonna see the movement? I don't watch a lot of VTubers, unfortunately. Maybe fortunately, I don't know. I don't watch a lot of them. But I feel like they would see the movement. Wouldn't they? Wouldn't the audience see you turn? You look down? Because isn't it a facial capturing software? So they're gonna see you move? I think you're full of it. As such, this is not to get her claim being Karipa's real face. Wait for the question, Your Honor. I'm not right here. What is it, though? Justin, what? Investigation cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Very well, then let's get started. We're zoning out. Thanks for your stream. Let's explain that downtime in more detail. There's downtime during every stream. I don't just reply to messages while chatting with fans. It's pretty easy. It's not. It's not. I don't play a game with two hands. There's downtime between matches, or when I'm dead. And when other people are talking during collabs, I have even more time. What do you do during the little breaks? I think text during the stream is pretty common. Among all VTubers, really. It's common to get more messages from an agent during more important events. Do you send messages to Kariba during your streams as her agent? No, I was referring to most VTubers. I am Kariba as well as her agent, so of course I'm not sending messages to myself. But if you're forgetting things, shouldn't you? I send messages to myself, so I have a whole thread of things I gotta remember. I was streaming, I get messages from Mr. C or event planning, etc. Might have said agent before. I meant management in general. Okay, got it. Let's go back. Press on April 7th stream. And records of a conversation provided to us by Honor Chen. At 8:37 PM on April 7th, you asked Miss Chen when the mock-up of a new model would be finished, and if she could finish it earlier. You know what you were doing on that stream that made you want to send this message. I just announced our next event to the chat. The image I asked Honor about was going to be used during that event. I remember during a meeting, we said we'd run a test stream early, so I thought to text Honor. Understand. This is a conversation provided to us by Honor Chen. At 2:23 PM on April 12th, I talked to Honor Chen about a model and asked if she could fix some mistakes. Could you tell me what you were doing on this stream that made you want to send this message? Playing an exercise game that day and wearing a basic motion capture suit while streaming. In streaming, I realized there were some issues with it, so I thought it might be the model itself, so I sent her a screen cap and asked her to fix it. You're wearing a bodysuit, it's gonna oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Am I dumb? Am I the moron? Should I be on my phone while I'm streaming? I know nobody's gonna see what the hell I do, but they're gonna see her. Oh my god. Oh my god. The hubris. And you were exercising while sending that message? At one point, the mocap completely froze and my model just hung there, all contorted and messed up. I made a text while trying to fix it. I just saw a frozen model. There wouldn't be any way for them to tell what I was doing behind the scenes. Got it. That's awful. The first on April 14th. The conversation provided to us by Miss Honor Chen. 6:05 PM. On April 14th, you asked Honor Chen about the status of Model Q. Specifically that if she could add variations to the wing's movements. Can you tell me what you were doing on stream that made you send the message? Here's a pre-chat before the game started. I missed her to drink. I was the spokesperson for her. The client asked if we could add wings to go with their theme. I figured I'd ask Honor if she could make the movement a little more varied. I understand. I don't understand. Alright, let's look at these. I guess that's an action game? General chat. Let's look at this one again. And the model. I'll finish early. We did the event early. I'm gonna go for gold. It's gonna tell me I'm wrong. Gaming during her April 14th stream? What did Honor say? I don't know. Not at April 14th. I chatted with your fans about a trick you're representing. We've updated you to ask Miss Chen about a modeling question, right? Can you tell me what game you were playing that night? A horror game where we escape a train station. 100% evidence and number 043. Our stream that night was titled Secrets Revealed, exclusive interview the creator of today's hottest game. The lore. Also that night, more than any free chat with fans. I forgot. Interview read because there was another sponsor, but I remembered it was the drink and the wings. Don't mind, let's present some more evidence. This should provided by the drink company you were repping. On April 14th, I had a text conversation with the company for about 20 minutes. Explain to me how you could be interviewing a game creator and having a 20-minute conversation with the client at the same time. Honor's the one with the problem. Here's the faker. You believe someone like her. It's one thing to masquerade as my daughter. Now you try to bring me down too. Now between the April 1st debacle. The sponsorship just gave us the wrong information. Instead of fighting. Right now, it's already clear that the defendant is something I forgot to read. Has conveniently forgotten one too many things about Kuripa. Right now, the prosecution believes the defendant potentially utilized her position as Kuripa's agent, posed as her in order to fabricate an alibi. Very well, I understand. You're the next witness. The next witness will help me expound upon the defendant's motive, as well as the base reason why we doubt her innocence. Move him to the stand. Yeah! Thanks for believing me. No problem. But you should start explaining yourself. Or do you need specific prompt to get started? Tell you everything. That's what happened on the night of March 16th. Please believe me. I got you. You let me down. I did all I knew. You can say your name and occupation. My name is Faye Ward, Lillian's project manager. Here's where we were on the night of March 16th. Organized some documents. I stayed at the office really late. Anything especially interesting you saw in those documents? I figured out Mr. C's secret. I don't know why I was stuck to those documents. The secret you speak of. It was an insurance policy, and the beneficiary's name was Sophia Lure. What? Photo. Can I show you? Mr. C's insurance policy. Multiple beneficiaries written on it. Sophia Lure is listed as primary beneficiary, without any specific relationship given. I'm so surprised. I didn't think they're that close. Did Mr. C and Mr. Lure have a special relationship? Well, it's like this. Really curious, so I checked Sophie's social media, and on one of her friend's pages, I saw a picture of the two of them together. Do you have any proof that the two of them might have been confirmed their relationship with the friend of Mr. Lure's? Sure, she said Mr. C and Sophie were... Oh. Speculation. The friends of Sophie commented on their photo. The most annoyingly PDA couple ever. And she tagged Mr. C and Sophie. Thank you. We just heard this shows on social media that the victim and the defendant were an item. However, the defendant hasn't brought this point up in any of her testimonies. This life insurance policy states the defendant would receive tangible benefits as the policyholder if the policyholder, the victim, were to die. Now, does this have to do with the case? I think we better find out. Very well, I understand the prosecution statement. Does the defense intend to forego cross-examination? I'd like to cross-examine the witness. Oh, yes, ma'am! Fuck! What? Seems like an important question. Who made the defense begin their cross-examination? Describe how you found this insurance policy. I periodically report on our stream's views to put it all into a file. Documenting everything for the previous year. Came across the insurance form. It was stuck right in the middle of the sheets, so it's pretty obvious. I have no idea where it was put there. You're telling anyone else. Don't tell anyone because I didn't want to cause a scene. Let's see, might Could be stuck in those files. Why? No, I feel like it's a good question. A question of why. I took a photo of it. I want to check if it was real or not. Hey, I guess I can't do anything. You just look at Mr. C and Miss Allure's relationship. You could have dirt on Miss Allure. Hypothetical question. I drove you to finding a more information on Mr. C and Miss Allure's relationship. I'm curious. I was wrong, but I couldn't help it. They would check their mutual friends' social media. I just checked every one of Sophie's friend lists one by one. I really don't know what I'm doing here. I have no clue. I think they need someone with a brain. One by one. How much time total did you spend? 1 or 2 days? I don't really remember. I stumbled upon the document at work completely unrelated to her job. She didn't report it. They took a picture, spent 2 whole days looking into the victim and Miss Allure's relationship. And the witness's motive. Doing this should be further clarified. Furthermore, we do not have any proof that this shirt's form is real. Our pet thinks the prosecution's claim is lacking. It has strong supporting evidence. Not established Miss Allure's potential motive for murder. They confirmed the victim of defense relationship. That'd be good for them. Very well, I understand. The next witness, then. The next witness, the defense, would like to respond to the prosecution's claim. The prosecution casts doubt on whether Miss Allure is Creeper's real face. Doubts which have been supported by reliable evidence. What? Hold on. This is what we agreed on. It was before you lied to me. But you did. And now I'm doing this my own way. I want to change defense attorneys. And what is the defendant's reasoning for requesting this change? She doesn't believe me. She's not going by what we agreed to. Well, from the court's perspective, everything the defense has done and said so far has been to hold the defendant's position. This is the court thinks changing defense attorneys would not be beneficial to the defendant. Overruled? Yeah, request denied! The defense, please continue. Thank you. The defense believes Miss Allure's claim of being Creeper's real face does not hold water, and would like to rescind that statement. Get fucked. I'm so glad there aren't game overs. But isn't that good for us? I have a bad feeling about this. But would like to question its last witness. Why open the enemy? The prosecution's witness. And Zoe said she would go on a date with me? Could you please not be so easily bribed? You're a detective. Please be quiet, Mr. Truth. Sorry. Criminal police investigation. VTuber office. At 7 o'clock p.m. on the night of April 20th. How do we know? Oh, the victim. Okay. So death is 9:50 to 11:30. Right. This police investigated why the victim was hanging around the office outside of normal office hours. Usually I thought the victim had a habit of staying late at the office. In the morning, it came into some new information. And you didn't tell me? How dare you? I will not date you. Please look at this. Reaper, the lady who's staying tonight. I want to talk to you about something. Looks like I stay too late. You want to talk today? Alright, just wait up for me. Meet you at the office. Wish you did stream. Yeah, just wait for me, please. Okay. Please check Creeper's messaging apps. And she has a lot of deleted messages, including those with the victim. A shot of the message just show him taken a social media platform this morning. asked one of our IT guys to check its authenticity, and then he confirmed the screenshot wasn't doctored. I think it shows some of Creeper's messages before they were deleted. What about social media? Why'd you find it? I go to the internet for specific keywords every day, especially regarding Creeper's case, given how big it's become. The specific screenshot was posted by someone who goes by the name Operator A, and it's spread around the net like wildfire. Since Operator A. Of course. We've been able to uncover their real identity, though. They use a lot of anti-tracking software. That said, we did find another piece of information online. Take a look. 414. So what, I deserved it? So it's company policy that when an artist is harassed and bullied online, you just don't do anything about it? Oh, no. I think you're being overly emotional. I didn't say. I wouldn't do anything about it, but accusations like these need proof. Should have provided. So now what? A meeting make everyone agree with your plan to remind everyone you're the boss? I told you already. It was not my intentions in the last meeting. I can't feel my identity anyway, so my opinions don't matter. The way you want to do things is completely unrealistic. You realize that, right? You're gonna deal with everything. Just not right this moment. You're too busy to deal with your hissy fit right now. Fine, whatever. I need your crappy company anyway. I'm late for a meeting. Talk to you later. Don't bother. Here's conversation records. On March 14th, this and Karipa got into a heated argument, with Karipa even mentioning the idea of leaving the company. The authorities investigated the possibility of Karipa being the culprit. We haven't. We viewed Karipa as a virtual phenomenon. More of a concept than anything. Not focused on the case. One last question. We looked into who Karipa's real face is. Fortunately, when we have looked into it, we still have no clue who it is. Hold on. Where is it? What is the argument? So, it could be either Honor or Amanda. Okay. I had an appointment with Karipa, which is why he stayed late at the office that night. No important information we know for sure. Karipa's real face out of the office. Did she see Mr. C get murdered? Does their argument have anything to do with the case? This argues the prosecution must immediately change the direction of the investigation, due to the possibility of Karipa's real face being involved in the crime. Now I know it doesn't feel right. I would never believed the defendant was Karipa's real face. Now that we proved the defendant isn't the real face, we can claim the real face is the killer. I walked right into a trap. And it's so done and scary. Evidence wasn't submitted according to procedure. I'm very sorry, but we got a hold of this evidence just before the trial began, enough time to submit it properly. However, the defense feels it is not only reliable evidence, but it's crucial to this case. We'd feel a qualified prosecution would also feel the same. What do the prosecution think? What should we do? Evidence is overturned, or lose case. What blocks evidence? The chances of the defendant being convicted go all the way down. I have no interest in victory. All I seek is the truth. Yeah, Phoenix, right? Justin? We only come here to win a case. No, right? We're here to catch a killer. That's the only reason we're here dealing with this defense lawyer. You've already made up your mind. Prosecutor Truth? Your Honor, I was just thinking. Sushi has decided to allow the defense to do evidence. Likewise, we'd like to forego cross-examination. Are you sure? Yes. Victory is my only goal here. Detective Haas may be an idiot, but the investigation results have always been reliable. I'm sure the evidence is good. No, Haas. Don't let this slide if you don't immediately inform the prosecution of your new findings. We'll talk after the trial. Ah, crap. Fully noted. Now then, are there any witnesses? No, Detective Haas is the defense's last witness. That's so. Well, then both parties may give the closing remarks. I'm gonna pretend I know what that says. already know Sophia Lure's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Claiming Karipa's real face has also been proven false. A lie, making us reconsider whether she truly did stay at her apartment all night. It's also been found on the victim's insurance forms that the defendant would have come into a large amount of money in the event of the victim's death, lending motive to the case. Prosecution hereby asserts that there exists a special suspicion to arrest the defendant's involvement in Mr. C's murder. Prosecution can still not prove that the paring knife is the murder weapon, rendering Miss Allure's fingerprints meaningless. The defense has already admitted the defendant lied about being Karipa's real face. As that, the prosecution is still unable to prove whether she left her home on the night of the murder. The primary point of uncertainty in this case comes from the newly uncovered fact that Karipa arranged a meeting for the victim at the company office. The defense argues that Karipa carries the biggest suspicion of the case, and Miss Allure would be acquitted of all charges. I understand. Court has determined that there are too many unresolved factors to the case. Prosecution should conduct a new investigation, collect hard evidence that proves the defendant's guilt. As such, this case will be retired at a later date. Court adjourned. Again, F. A dog at the search warrant. Yeah. It took so long that I checked again at the court, and they told me. What kind of ridiculous is that? What could just turn on this case? Can't we get an exception or something? Why are they being so difficult with this? I tried to complain. And now your problem. The discourse like online. All Karipa's fans and haters are basically at war. Some outside content creators are chiming in too. The fans and haters are both pretty rabid. I'd say they're evenly matched. What about Operator A? Alright, Operator A. The cat has been active since the very first hearing. Fans are posting Lillian's internal information. Everyone's been paying close attention. Let me look into their identity. And I always thought investigation would never be tainted by internet chatter. This case seems to be different. I decided to dive into this myself. If you wouldn't mind helping me get set up. I just hope to find the killer. I need concrete evidence to do that. Good luck. An investigation has been unlocked. We call a suspect over. See what I can find online first. Already made and logged onto an account for you. Be able to see all the info you need using it. If you need anything from me, just call. I'm gonna end this episode here. This is a brutal game. I'm at chapter 4! What the hell? Hold on. What was chapter 3? I'm out. I'm out. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna shut up. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you later.